The greatest adventure is what lies ahead. Today and tomorrow are yet to be said.
Hello everyone, this is No What a Consequence, back again with a new video. This is episode 25 in the series, which recounts my ongoing Dungeons & Dragons campaign, which is now in its 9th year. If you enjoy the video, please remember to hit the like button at the end. So, spoiler alert, in this video I will be revealing details about this adventure module. And just a reminder, a word about this campaign. I made significant changes, especially in the second half of this adventure module. So what you're going to see in this video series will not match exactly what's written in the module. And also just a reminder, at this point in time, which happened about 5 years ago, I had a lot of real life issues going on, and so consequently the record is not as complete. I ran the game when I could, and I took screenshots when I remembered to, but I don't have the detailed notes that I did have earlier in the adventure. So I'm just going off memory at this point. And just as a reminder, this is the current composition of the adventuring party. And where we left off last time, the characters had succeeded in destroying the portal to the elemental earth, and they had to fight these guards in the main worship area, and they were in the process of defeating those, and then they advanced on, and here you can see Obrak, Aramis, and Varys racing down the hallway which leads to the elemental air portal, but you can see a troll there blocking their path. So they fought the troll, but by then some bugbears had moved up and were fighting the lead characters, but you can also see some of the other characters had caught up at this point. And once some of the bugbears had been cleared out, Varys was able to rush ahead, and he tossed the elemental air gem into the portal. And so that caused the chamber to begin cracking and collapsing, and then Varys had to run out of the area before it caved in on him. And then at this point, the next screenshot I have advances up all the way to the third elemental path, the elemental fire hallway, and you can see they've defeated some monsters there on the left hand side, and you can see up front Aramis and Elmo fighting an Etten, and there's Obrak and Varys as well. And as you can see, as they moved up, this hallway was more heavily guarded than what they had previously encountered. And you can see there's a snowman icon there behind Aramis. And just as a reminder, we've seen this before, but this is one of the Christmas gift items that the characters had received previously, and so Aramis decided to use that to absorb damage which would otherwise be meant for him. And more fightings. Elmo and Aramis have defeated some of the monsters with the other characters waiting in the background. And in this screenshot, you can see that Etten, well, you can see in the chat window all those dice rolls I did. And apparently what it's showing is that Etten scored a hit on somebody. I don't remember who. But then for damage, there at the very bottom right-hand corner, you can see I rolled 3-1. So even though it was 3d6 damage, it was only 3 points of damage. And with all of these monsters finally defeated, Thorol, in this case, ran up and threw the elemental fire gem into the portal. And then the next screenshot I have, all the characters are back out in the main worship area. You can see the collapsed entrance of the corridor there, next to Niobe and behind Elmo there. And the characters are getting ready to head down the final hallway, which leads to the elemental water chamber. And Varys has run up ahead while some of the other characters are fighting a hill giant. I'm not sure. At this point, Varys may be hasted. He might have either drank a potion or Thorol. I doubt he cast a spell because that would have affected everybody. So Varys may have had a potion. I just don't remember. But anyway, he runs up ahead. And then he gets into the chamber containing the elemental water portal. You can see there's a couple of bugbears. There's a ogre chieftain and a hill giant. And Varys is skirting around the perimeter of the chamber. And he runs around the edge, and I'm sure he's hasted to be able to move so fast. And as he runs along the back edge of the chamber, he drops the elemental water gem into the portal. And then he makes a dash back towards the exit, but apparently someone, probably the hill giant, managed to score a hit on him because you can see Varys' health bar is dramatically reduced. And but by now, some of the other characters have caught up. You see Aramis and Niobe down there at the bottom of the screen. So everybody is rushing out. In the upper right-hand corner, you can see the chambers beginning to collapse, catching that hill giant. And then in the bottom left-hand corner, Varys is making his exit, and Elmo is standing guard at the rear to cover Varys' exit. Back out in the main chamber, there's still some guards that need to be defeated, and character spent some time dealing with them. And once they were all defeated, the characters began preparing to go into the inner sanctum, as it were, of the temple's leadership. And Istan, who used to be a bad guy, but then had changed over to help the characters, he had already told the characters what they could expect to find back there in the inner sanctum behind that purple curtain there you see on the screen. And it was also that purple curtain, if you tried to go in it, or I think you can't go in it normally, but Istan had been given a like a token or a scarab which allowed passage, so he was going to be able to allow the characters to get through. And this screenshot shows once the all four of the elemental portals had been destroyed, there on the altar appeared these 4 items which are in the module. And again, this is a big change from the module as written, but they're referred to as the elemental keys. And going from left to right, there's a small iron pyramid which represents earth, and then a silver sphere which represents air, a bronze star for fire, and then finally a blue crystal cube for water. And so, of course, the characters grabbed all those up once they got back to this area. And this screenshot shows the, as I say, the inner sanctum, as it's referred to. And you see Garrett down there in the lower left-hand corner. And again, I don't remember exactly what happened at this point. Garrett, he's probably invisible, or he might be hiding in shadows. to sneak into this place and see what's going on. But again, I don't remember for sure. I don't have any notes. And then in this screenshot, you can see Aramis is down in there as well, next to Garrett, and I'm pretty sure Aramis is invisible. That's probably what that icon represents. Which he either probably drank a potion or Thorol might have cast invisibility on him. But then also at the very top of the screen, you can see Obrak and Varys, and honestly, I have no idea how they got in there at this point, but there they are. There's a screenshot, so take it for what it's worth. More of the characters are in. I think probably the rest of the party is in at this point, and just a general melee ensues, and one of the bugbear chieftains has fallen into that crevice in the center bottom of the screenshot. Otherwise, it's just general fighting. And this screenshot, Aramis has scored a critical hit and killed one of the minor temple leaders there on the left-hand side. You can see. And then in this screenshot, someone, it might have been that crossbowman there on the left-hand side, has scored a critical hit against Garrett, and you can see his health bar has dropped by quite a bit. And in this screenshot, Thorol has cast a lightning bolt spell, and you can see it has hit several of the temple defenders in his the line of sight for that lightning bolt. Unfortunately, here in this screenshot, Obrak, in this case, rolled a fumble, and you can see the result there in the chat window, and he accidentally inflicted damage on Varys. But then one of the temple forces rolled a fumble as well. You can see there in the chat window, there's a reference to mittens for Aramis. And what that's referring to is this is a new Christmas item that he had received during the past Christmas season when I had that holiday-themed adventure. So you can see in this window there what those do and why he has them at this point. And in this screenshot, you can see several of the temple forces have been defeated, but unfortunately the characters have been taking damage as well. And in this particular screenshot, you can see that Varys has been killed. He's dropped down to -5 hit points, and so he's down and out of the fight at this point. Alright, well that's all I have for now. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. Feel free to share the video, leave a comment, and anything you can do to help support the channel, I appreciate it. Thanks again. Bye for now.
The greatest adventure